Okay, this is going to be a short video. I'm going to cover everything important in 8.3 and 8.4, which is circumference and area. Okay, so for circumference and area, you need to know two formulas. All right, the formulas are very similar. For circumference, the circumference is 2 times r pi. All right, r is the radius, pi is just the Greek letter. For area, it's pi r squared. Okay, so they both involve pi, they both involve r. It's just different things happening to r for each one. All right, so I'm going to draw a circle here, and I'm just going to make up a number right here for the radius. Let's say the radius is 12, okay? You just got to plug that into the formula, okay? So for circumference, that'd be 2 times 12 pi, which would be 24 pi, all right? And so that's the circumference. You could type 24 times pi into your calculator and get like the number as a decimal, but that's just doing more work, and it's actually better to just put this. For area, we've got 12 squared pi, 12 squared, 12 times 12 is 144. So the area would be 144 pi. Okay? Again, you could type that in your calculator, but it's just going to be easier to just do it like this. Okay? So that's the basics of how to find circumference, how to find area. What we use that for is to deal with what we call arcs and what we call sectors. Okay? So both of them look the same, all right? If we have a circle and we have this, and let's say we cut out a piece of the circle, right? Like this. So two things were made here. Number one, an arc, okay? An arc is a piece of the circle. So if you think about the circle as the pizza crust, all right? An arc is the crust of like one slice of pizza. So this, for example, what I just drew in purple, that would be an arc, okay? Just like that little corner. And what we want to find is arc length, okay? And that's a little bit tricky because it's curved, so there's no like measuring or counting or anything like that. But what you can do for arc length is think about the arc as a fraction of the whole circle, okay? So I'm going to go back to this being 12. We already knew that our whole circumference was 24 pi. And this, for example, if this is a right angle, this is a quarter of the circle, right? So we know this arc length is a quarter of the circumference. So if we did the total circumference, 24 pi, and we knew it was going to be a quarter of that, 24 divided by 4, that would be 6. So the length of that specific arc would be 6 pi. Now, what if we didn't know like exactly what fraction it was, right? What if this was like a weird number like 77 degrees? You know, I have no clue what fraction of the circumference this arc is, okay? You actually do though. You know that the full circle is 360 degrees. So you always know whatever your angle is out of 360 degrees. So let's say we do 77 over 360. So we know that is our fraction. Sorry. Why is this going down? Okay. So at that point, we want to get our calculator out and we want to put this formula into our calculator. We do want normal Desmos. So we can put 24 pi times 77 divided by 360, and that gives us 16.13. So the length of this arc would be 16.13, okay? And that's basically what you got to do. You find the whole circumference, right, just by using this formula, and then you multiply it by the angle over 360, okay? Now, sectors are very similar, okay? Sectors are, again, a slice of the pizza, but now The sector is the whole slice. So we're not just talking about the crust. We're talking about like the cheese part, right? So for sectors, we want to find sector area, okay? Like what is the area of this piece of pizza that we just cut out? Oh my gosh, that's so big. So the area of this purple section, and again, it's kind of tricky because, you know, it's curved on the end, so we're not really too sure, but we can do the exact same thing that we did before. We're going to take the full area. So let's go back to our 77 degrees. It's going to be the full area times our fraction of 77 over 360. And again, you just got to go to your calculator and type that in. So let's see what it is. So the area would be 96.76. And that is basically what we learned all of last week, was doing these things right here, okay? We didn't have much school because of air testing, so we didn't have that many lessons. If you just need to know basically how to find these four things. And really it's only two things, because for arcs you need circumference and for sectors you need area. So if you can find arcs and sectors, you can do everything that we did. So if you have any more specific questions, let me know, and I will try and help you as best I can, but you got to put in some effort as well.